So before we get started, I want to ask you guys to give me and give these little puppies a like. Hey, what happened to your ear? Give these little puppies a like. Say hi, guys. And if you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe, and let's get this video started. What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be talking about April 2019 upcoming IPOs, and all these IPOs are expected to IPO today. So the two main companies I want to be talking about is Zoom Video Communications, and they will have a ticker symbol of ZM. Pinterest, they will have a ticker symbol of PINS, and there's also a couple other IPOs, but we won't really be touching up on them. One of them is Green Lane Holdings, ticker symbol GNLN, Brigham Minerals, ticker symbol MNRL, and Hukipa Pharma, which is ticker symbol HOOK. So the two main companies, Zoom and Pinterest. Before we get started, let's find out what is Zoom. So Zoom Video Communications is a company headquartered in San Jose, California that provides remote conference services using cloud computing. Zoom offers communication software that combines video conferencing, online meetings, chat, and mobile collaboration. So believe it or not, I'm actually recording this video right now doing Zoom, and you guys might have seen a few of my collabs in the past, and they were all done using the Zoom app. And right here you see the Zoom app. This is exactly what I'm using right here. Zoom. So I'm pretty sure you guys have all heard of Pinterest, but what is Pinterest? And right here you have it. So Pinterest is a social media web and mobile application company. It operates a software system designed to enable discovery of information on the World Wide Web using images and, on a smaller scale, GIFs or GIFs, GIFs. I don't know how to say it, GIFs or GIFs, and videos. The site was founded by Ben Silberman. So now that we know what Pinterest is and what Zoom is, let's take a look at them. So right now, Pinterest, we do have a little bit of information on Pinterest, and Zoom, unfortunately, when I look them up, it's all blank. No revenue, no expenses, nothing. But we could take a quick look at Pinterest. Total revenue for 2018 was 514 million. Total revenue was 755 million. Cost of revenue, 241 million. So they had a gross profit of 514 million last year. Operating income or loss was negative 74 million, and net income from continuing operations was negative 62 million. So Pinterest lost, according to this, $62 million. If we look at their balance sheet, total current assets for Pinterest, 889 million. Total assets, 1.15 billion. Total liabilities, 276 million. So they have more assets versus liabilities. Seems to be a good thing. Net tangible assets, negative 608 million. So far, when we look at these companies, it looks like Zoom is going to have 20 million shares outstanding, 20.8 million shares outstanding. Pinterest is going to have 75 million shares outstanding. So far, Zoom has raised a total of 751 million, and Pinterest has raised a total of 1.4 billion. We're going to learn a little more about these companies, and I found a few articles. One of them is being Zoom Video IPO, 5 things to know about the video conferencing company. We're just going to skim past the important parts of these articles. So one thing is it's close to profitability. Unlike many unicorns launching their IPOs, Zoom broke even for its most recent fiscal year on revenue of 330.5 million with an adjusted profit of 3 cents a share. In the previous year, Zoom posted a loss of 11 cents a share on revenue of 151.5 million. So Zoom's revenue grew by almost 100% in 1 year. Another thing, the valuation is high and could still zoom higher. So another one is Zoom is native to the cloud and hopes to capitalize on it. Zoom competes with the legacy web-based meeting provider like Cisco Systems, ticker symbol CSCO, WebEx, and Microsoft Corporation, ticker symbol MSFT. Skype for Business, bundled service provider, and offer video conferences like Alphabet, Google. So there's a lot of competition for Zoom. Zoom is all about happiness, really. In the S1, the word happy occurs 17 times. Unhappy occurs twice, while the word happiness occurs 34 times. CEO and chairman said in the letter field with the S1 that keeping both customers and employees happy was Zoom's mission. Delivering happiness is what we do at Zoom, he noted in the filing. So executives and early investors hold all the power. Zoom is offering 9.9 million Class A shares in the IPO to raise up to 346.9 million, down from previous plans to offer 10.9 million Class A shares to raise 348.1 million. Selling stockholders are offering about 11 million Class A shares, up from previous plans to offer 10 million Class A shares. So we're going to touch up on Zoom IPO pricing. So Zoom Video IPO prices above range. Shares set to trade Thursday, and that is today. So Zoom price shares of its IPO offering at $36 late Wednesday. The move puts the Zoom IPO above the high end of its upwardly revised range of 33 to 35. The company offered 20.9 million shares, raising about 752 million. Zoom begins trading today, which is Thursday morning, on the Nasdaq under ticker symbol ZM. Also scheduled to price late Wednesday and trade Thursday is Pinterest, which is another company we're talking about. So unfortunately, I am keeping an eye on Zoom, and they still have not started trading. I'm going to refresh this page, see if they are trading at this point. No, still haven't started trading. Here's something else I found. Zoom Video raises IPO price range. Pinterest interest also high. So Zoom is constantly raising their IPO. First, they were set to IPO at between $28 to $32, then $33 to $35. And from what I'm seeing here, Zoom is going to IPO at exactly $36. This deal has all the makings of a home run IPO, said Jeff Zell, senior research manager at IPO Boutique, in an email to Investors Business Daily. The revenue growth is outstanding. The customer's retention rate is highly impressive, and company is profitable. Investors rarely see those stats in a technology IPO, he said. This deal is as hot as they come, he added. I'm not going to lie, I personally love using Zoom. I think it's better than Skype. It's just very easy to use. I've done a lot of collaborations with Zoom. And like I said, I'm currently doing my video right now with Zoom. Does that mean you guys should go and jump into this company right away? Absolutely not. You have to do your homework. I'm just giving you guys a little bit of information on this company. I'm tempted to see how this IPO goes, but investing in an IPO is always risky, even though it does seem to be very promising. The tech unicorn will raise about 730 million, 17% higher than their previous plans, with a market valuation near 10 billion. Zoom is offering 20.9 million shares. So investors in Zoom include Salesforce CRM, which plans to invest 100 million in the concurrent private placement at the IPO price. Atlassian, ticker symbol TEAM, is also an investor. The request for shares in Pinterest IPO remain high, Zell said. The deal is multiple times oversubscribed, he added. Investors are enamored with the potential of this decacorn IPO, he said, referring to companies with market capitalization above 10 billion. Pinterest seeks a market valuation of about 10.6 billion. That's down from a previous valuation of 12.3 billion based on funding round in June. Users post photos, charts, and other images covering a wide range of categories and interest on Pinterest. The company describes itself as a visual search engine. So Pinterest IPO will be raising 1.2 billion. Pinterest plans to offer 75 million shares at a price range of $15 to $17 per share, according to Pinterest IPO filing. At the midpoint, Pinterest would raise 1.2 billion. That would be the third IPO this year to raise more than 1 billion. The other one being Lyft, while TradeWeb Markets generated 1.2 billion. So Lyft raised 2.34 billion and TradeWeb generated 1.2 billion. Pinterest reported revenue of $755.9 million in 2018, up 60% from the year ago, with a net loss of $63 million. It ended the year with 265 million monthly active users, up from 250 million in September. Pinterest will trade under the ticker symbol PINS. The lead underwriters are Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, and Allen & Co. So Pinterest's message to investors was, don't compare us to social media or a search engine. The outcome Wednesday was that it raised about 1.4 million in the above range initial public offering. So Pinterest operates in crowded digital market space where Google and Facebook Inc. get the lion's share of ad dollars, and a smattering of smaller platforms like Twitter Inc. and Snap get the rest. The San Francisco-based company, which serves as a sort of digital bulletin board for pictures and ideas for furniture, fashion, weddings, recipes, and more, has a direct line to millions of people who are looking for specific things to buy. That may give it an edge in making money from its users base compared with some of its peers. So there are a lot of options to place bets on hot technology companies. For example, Lyft made a debut this month, and Uber Technologies is likely to list its shares in May. Another company we just talked about, video conferencing company Zoom Video Communications, raised $751 million in its IPO Wednesday and will begin trading Thursday along with Pinterest. Other high-profile companies considering going public include Stock Technologies Inc., Postmates, and Palantir Technologies Inc., and Airbnb Inc. Pinterest sold 75 million shares Wednesday for $19 each, after marketing them for $15 to $17 according to a statement. So including restricted stock and options, the IPO values the San Francisco-based company at about $12.7 billion, said a person familiar with the matter who asked not to be identified because those details weren't public. Pinterest's last valuation from a private funding round in 2017 was $12.3 billion. Zoom, which boosted its share price to $36 from an already elevated $33 to $35, is a rare example of profitable tech startup launching a public listing. The listing values the company at more than $9 billion. So there's a snap comparison. So despite Pinterest's efforts to distance itself from the label of a social media company, analysts say it can be a useful benchmark for valuation. According to James Cordwell, an analyst at Atlantic Equities, Pinterest is worth as much as Snap at about $16 billion and could be much more. The ability to monetize that audience is much higher. Cordwell said of Pinterest before the pricing, where you're at Snap, you're in the business of communicating with friends or wasting time. When you're going to Pinterest, there's a high purchasing intent. You're planning something, looking for a product. That's exactly what advertisers are looking for. So Pinterest calls themselves the visual discovery platform for people to get ideas for different aspects of their lives, whether that's curating a wardrobe, planning a vacation or wedding, or furnishing a new home. It's not like Google either, Silverman said. Pinterest users often don't have the exact words to describe what they're searching for. For instance, if someone is looking for inspiration for home design, they may not know what to type into Google. But if they were to see images proposed to them in Pinterest, they'd be able to identify what they like and pin it to their online board for ideas. So those are two very interesting IPOs, which if we check right now, they still have not IPO'd. Pinterest is set to IPO at $19. Zoom is set to IPO at $36. So I'll be keeping an eye on these ticker symbols all day. Let me know what you guys think about these IPOs. Personally, I do like Zoom a bit better than Pinterest, mostly because they're already a profitable company. Also because it is a product that I use. I have heard a lot about Pinterest. I know a lot of people use this app, but I personally don't use it. So Zoom, I'm definitely tempted to start a position in it. It does seem to be a very promising IPO, and I like the fact that they're profitable. That's one thing. So definitely be keeping an eye out on these companies. Let me know what you guys think, if you guys plan on investing in any one of these companies today. And if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that notification bell, smash that subscribe button. I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye-bye.